All right, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. We had Bitcoin ETF. It is here now. Not much of a splash. We all know what happens. We all know that the SEC is attempting, has already kind of tried to take the wind out of the sales of Bitcoin. Personally, I don't think it's going to work over time. Obviously, um, I'm starting to see more and more how much I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, but I'm definitely seeing how much the influence that Bitcoin will have in the future. But I think Bitcoin has one huge major pitfall to overcome, and that is the whales. The whales are obviously playing tag with Bitcoin. It's not going to, and if they continue on, it's not going to end well because what's going to happen is everyone is just going to switch to Ethereum and go to even if it's not as you know great as Bitcoin. Now, I know many of you are like, well, aren't you a Holochain fan? Like, don't you like Holochain? I do like Holochain. The I do like its distributed ledger technology. I do like their idea of hollow fuel. There are a lot of things that I am unsure about with hollow fuel, especially how hollow fuel and hot token will work, how hollow fuel will be available on exchanges. There's a lot. How many hollow fuel they're going to allow per, I guess, miner or hollow fuel that's mined. There's just a lot there that's just I don't know. But what I do know is that I do know that Bitcoin is becoming more and more solid across the world. I think the ETFs is another small bump that they had to have happen, and then once people realize um, how should I say how unnecessary the ETFs are, it's gonna get kind of crazy. The reason why I say ETFs are not necessary because basically ETFs is just a way for the government to try to control Bitcoin, and it's not going to work. Um, it's just not. And I think that a lot of people who are embarrassed by Bitcoin's fluctuation, like, oh, it's going to go to the moon. Now it's still early. Bitcoin can really, really take off, but I mean, let's face it here. There's a lot. There's a lot of sell the news type of thing that has happened recently, and yeah, so we'll see how everything turns out. I personally believe that a lot of things are going to go to other altcoins, specifically Ethereum, and then to others. Um, I think that I think the Ethereum ETF would be more dramatic, only because I think um, there's le- there are still whales with Ethereum, but I don't think it'll have the same impact as the Bitcoin whales. And I think greed is ultimately going to kill Bitcoin. I really do. I cannot say that for sure, but that's just my own personal opinion. Now, as you guys can see, if you can look up there, you see a little blue light. My I turned on my Holoport, and the reason why I turned on my Holoport is because, well, I have two internet connections now. I decided to go ahead and get another uh, to get another modem. So I have two modems in a very small house, but I have some really, really good internet, which is great. And I use the internet for a lot of things, especially out here. I'm in a rural town. Not to say that I don't do a lot of stuff, but a lot of things that I do like to do, like playing games online, and then there's some other side things that I'm doing that I can't say yet, but um, don't worry, it's not involving business or any money or anything like that. It's dealing with games. But yeah, so it's been pretty cool. Um, I'm going to be keeping a heavy eye out this next week on Holochain. I want you guys to be looking out for my channel because now I feel like I need to start doing a little bit more deep dive and get a little bit more technical with Holochain. As you guys noticed over the years, at first when I first started getting really technical in some of the things and talking about different distributed ledger technologies. Now I really feel like, okay, let's pinpoint what's going on with Holochain. Let's pinpoint some of the some of the sorry you guys, some of the projects that's working around. I think there are a lot of projects that are just waiting for Holochain to really become live. It's really, honestly, Holofuel. If you look at projects, I'm still wondering what Kazuna is doing, because I really like the idea of Kazuna. I'd like to take a look at some of the other projects that they're doing, and start making it local, right? I don't think a lot of people don't realize some of the things that Holochain has that's even working right now, or even things that they would like to test out. They really need to put these things out in the open to really test, to really test Holochain, to really get more people into using a Holochain powered network, or I should say a Holochain powered app, and really do a deep dive into it. Allow people to really kind of mosey on in and say, okay, what is this Holochain about? I don't think the whole organization have been very vocal lately. Again, I haven't been doing as much research as I used to do, but now I'm going to start ramping it back up. So you guys can look forward to me talking about distributed ledger technology. Look forward to me talking about transactions per second. Although, let's be honest, it's almost unlimited, but we won't go there. If it operates the way they're supposed to operate, I love to see some metrics. So I'm going to start really looking into finding some metrics of what people are saying out there. I really like the ideal of Holochain. I really do think it. I really hope it does take off. I have a very, very unpopular opinion. For those of you who would like to know my unpopular opinion, you can message me, DM me on Twitter or X, whatever it's called, and I'll let you know. I still don't think there's just a lot there. There's just a lot there that I think is going to happen. Now, mind you, it's all speculation on my part. I could be completely wrong, but let's be honest. How many times have I been wrong on this channel? How many times have people went to my channel and said, "Dude, you have completely lied to us"? Very few times, if at all. I can't think of anything, because I really try to have my channel tell you guys the truth, and I know the truth is something hard that people don't want to hear. I know a lot of I should call them holonauts. I think that's what they are. That's what they want to be called. But I think a lot of Holochain fans and holonauts, I think they some of them really got turned off by my skepticism, and I'm still a skeptic. I have to be. If you're in this world, not to say that nothing will work, but you hope that it will work. But it's always great to ask necessary questions. I hope, yes, when you're first learning about a project and you're getting into it and different things like that, no, you don't want to say anything, negative, or, oh, it's a trash project, and anything like that. Of course, I won't say anything like that. But it's also necessary to make sure that the project that you're invested in, that you really like, investing your time in, your energy in, you want to make sure that it's working. You want to make sure that there's a good game plan. I'm going to start doing some research on the people that are behind Holochain. So I'm going to be looking at some names, looking up names, doing research like, it's a go, people. Because if they're going to come out live with Holofuel and then get these Holoports working as to where we who have Holoports start naming our price for the energy that, as far as Holofuel is concerned, the energy that's provided to power other sites. That I think that's a really phenomenal idea. So, yeah. Anyway, I wanted to make this video less than 10 minutes, so I am going to go ahead and go. But please, by all means, Send me all of you guys that hear this channel. Send me everything that you know and that you're hopeful for Holochain. It's time to do some research. It's time to get back, get my boots back on the ground and really start doing a deep dive with this project. All right, you guys. I've been talking about it forever, just been kind of whiffing up on the surface, but I'm really going to get there as far as doing a deep dive. But anyway, as I always say, do your own research, do your own research, do your own research, and I still didn't make it less than 10 minutes. And last but not least, above all else, you guys, stay safe out there. Bye, you guys.